Shadows over Earth. The sky over New York shimmered with an unusual energy, like sunlight refracted through fractured glass. Spider-Man swung from rooftop to rooftop, alert to the strange readings his homemade sensors had picked up. A tingling in his spider sense warned him that this wasn't an ordinary threat. Something alien was coming. Miles away, Tony Stark sat in his high-tech lab, scanning data streams flooding in from satellites orbiting Earth. Alarms blared as his AI flagged anomalies in the electromagnetic spectrum, patterns that were impossible to trace to any known celestial object. "Well," he muttered, running a hand through his hair, "looks like someone just RSVP'd to Earth's end-of-the-world party." Meanwhile, in a remote forest, Bruce Banner's transformation into Hulk was stirring. Trees bent and cracked under his weight as he investigated the unusual seismic readings. His connection to the natural world was sensitive to disturbances in energy, and what he felt now was unlike anything he had experienced before. A deep, primal sense of danger pulsed through him. Something massive, something relentless, was coming. The three heroes converged at Avengers HQ, their faces grim. Spider-Man's youthful urgency clashed with Tony's sarcastic wit and Bruce's measured calm. "Whatever this is," Peter said, "it's not just another Tuesday for us." Tony swiveled around in his chair, projecting a hologram of the approaching threat. "Meet Zarvok the Conqueror," he said. The image displayed a hulking alien warlord surrounded by an armada of sleek, black ships. His eyes glowed with cold intelligence, and his armor radiated energy that even Stark's most advanced tech struggled to comprehend. Hulk growled low in his throat. "Big. Smash." "Not yet," Peter replied. "We need a plan before we start punching things." The Council of Heroes strategized late into the night. Spider-Man mapped evacuation routes through the city, ensuring civilians would have a chance if Zarvok's fleet landed. Iron Man designed countermeasures, energy shields, EMP pulses, and drones capable of intercepting alien projectiles. Hulk ran simulations of brute force attacks, calculating where his strength would be most effective without causing collateral damage. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a massive shadow passed over the Earth. From the upper atmosphere, Zarvok's fleet was visible, moving in perfect formation like a dark tide rolling toward the planet. Panic rippled across the globe as radar stations detected the alien armada. Yet, despite the fear, humanity had hope. The world's mightiest defenders had assembled. Spider-Man stood on the rooftop of the Avengers Tower, looking out at the approaching darkness. "We can't let them win," he muttered, more to himself than anyone else. "Earth isn't just some planet on their map. It's home." Tony leaned on the railing next to him, watching the sky. "Home. Got it. But let's make sure we don't get ourselves vaporized while defending it." Hulk grunted, pounding a fist into his palm. "Hulk ready. Smash alien." A low hum filled the air, vibrating through the city streets. Lights flickered, cars shuddered, and buildings seemed to tremble. Zarvok was near, too near. And for the first time, the heroes understood the scope of the threat. This wasn't just an alien raid or a reconnaissance mission. Zarvok intended to conquer, to dominate, to crush all resistance. But within that shadow, there was a glimmer of determination. Spider-Man's web shooters hummed with tension. Iron Man's armor gleamed under the city lights. Hulk's muscles tensed, his green skin reflecting the neon glow around him. Together, they were a force unlike anything Zarvok had ever encountered. As the first ships pierced the stratosphere, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Hulk braced for the battle of their lives. Earth's fate teetered on a knife edge. Outside, the world watched, unaware of how close it had come to oblivion. Inside, the heroes knew one thing: whatever the cost, they would fight. And humanity, for all its fragility, would have its champions standing between it and annihilation. The shadows had come over Earth, but so had its mightiest defenders. And the war for the planet's survival had only just begun. Clash of Worlds. The first wave of Zarvok's fleet descended from the skies like a dark storm, eclipsing the city in an unnatural shadow. Alien warships hovered above Manhattan, bristling with energy cannons that crackled with violet and green light. Sirens screamed through the streets as civilians scattered in panic. The world's mightiest heroes had only moments to react. Spider-Man swung into action first, weaving between the buildings with uncanny precision. He webbed together scaffolding, streetlights, and cars to create makeshift barricades while guiding terrified citizens toward safety. His spider sense was on overdrive, alerting him to every incoming projectile and alien soldier who dropped from the hovering ships. "Nope, not today," he muttered, dodging a pulse blast that shredded a nearby wall. From above, Iron Man soared into the chaos, his armor gleaming under the glowing alien energy. He unleashed a barrage of repulsor blasts, targeting the hovering drones that skirmished with the city's emergency forces. "You came to conquer?" "Cute," he quipped, his HUD tracking the alien formations. "Let's see how you handle Earth's tech." Each shot disintegrated drones mid-air, but for every ship destroyed, 3 more appeared, an endless tide that threatened to overwhelm even Tony's arsenal. Hulk thundered down into the streets, his green skin glinting in the fractured sunlight. He tore through the alien infantry, smashing armored soldiers with ground-shaking punches. Cars flipped, pavement cracked, and debris flew as Hulk became a living wrecking ball. His roars echoed through the city, both terrifying enemies and inspiring hope in civilians who dared to watch from a distance. "Hulk smash!" he bellowed, sending a wave of alien troops sprawling. Despite their combined might, the heroes realized brute force alone wouldn't be enough. Zarvok was more than a commander. He was a tactician. His ships coordinated with precision, flanking the heroes, cutting off escape routes, and bombarding defensive positions. Spider-Man's web barriers were shredded, Iron Man's drones overwhelmed, and Hulk's rampages temporarily slowed as energy shields deflected his blows. Peter crouched on the ledge of a crumbling building, scanning the battlefield. "Tony, we need a plan, fast. These guys are adapting to everything we throw at them." Tony's armor glowed as he analyzed the alien fleet's energy signatures. "I see a pattern," he said. "Their shields rely on a central energy node in the lead ship. Take it out, and the rest will falter." Hulk slammed a fist into the ground, shaking the surrounding streets. "Lead ship? Hulk crush lead ship." Spider-Man's eyes widened behind his mask. "Easy to say, big guy. It's floating hundreds of feet above us, bristling with weapons." As the heroes coordinated, civilians and emergency responders worked frantically to flee the chaos. Helicopters skimmed between alien blasts, carrying trapped citizens, while underground tunnels became arteries of survival. Humanity was terrified, but it wasn't defeated, yet. The city itself had become a battlefield and a testament to resilience, as people moved with quiet bravery even under unimaginable pressure. Spider-Man swung toward the lead ship, dodging a hailstorm of energy blasts, while Iron Man followed, preparing a specialized pulse cannon designed to target the alien node. Hulk stomped into the street below, attracting the enemy's attention and giving his friends a narrow window. Each hero's actions highlighted human ingenuity. Spider-Man's agility, Iron Man's technology, and Hulk's raw strength combined in a seamless display of strategy, courage, and improvisation. Zarvok's warlord ship pulsed with alien energy as he observed the heroes from his throne-like cockpit. "They fight well," he muttered in a voice that resonated across the city like rolling thunder. "But they are fragile. All life is fragile." He activated a new weapon, a massive beam that carved through skyscrapers, forcing the heroes to rethink their approach on the fly. In a daring maneuver, Spider-Man webbed the ship's underbelly to nearby buildings, swinging Iron Man close enough to fire his pulse cannon. Hulk launched himself onto the alien vessel, smashing through armor plating to create an opening. The city trembled with the impact of these titanic clashes, and for a moment it seemed as though the alien might prevail. But the heroes adapted. Spider-Man's quick thinking, Iron Man's engineering and Hulk's unstoppable force disrupted Zarvok's patterns, giving humanity a fighting chance. Civilians cheered from temporary shelters as glimpses of hope shone through the devastation. This was more than a battle of strength. It was a testament to human ingenuity, teamwork, and determination. By nightfall, the first wave of Zarvok's assault had been stalled. Ships fell from the sky in explosions of fire and energy. Streets were in ruins, yet the heroes stood tall, battered but unbroken. Spider-Man clung to a lamppost, panting. We can do this," he said. Iron Man hovered above, surveying the wreckage. "Yeah, but Zarvok's not done. This is just the opening act. The real fight? That's coming." Hulk flexed, scanning the horizon. Hulk ready. The city, scarred but alive, bore witness to the clash of worlds. Earth had survived the first wave, but the war was far from over. In the shadows above, Zarvok retreated temporarily, recalculating, plotting, and preparing to strike again. Humanity's mightiest defenders had won a battle, but the war for the planet's survival was only beginning. The human advantage. The city lay in ruins, smoke rising from shattered streets and collapsed buildings. Fires burned against the dark sky, their glow reflecting in the shattered glass of Manhattan's towers. Zarvok's first assault had tested the heroes and humanity, but the battle had revealed a crucial insight. Brute strength alone could not win this war. Intelligence and strategy would be the true weapons. Spider-Man crouched atop a partially destroyed skyscraper, his suit smeared with dust and soot. He adjusted the sensors on his web shooters, scanning for anomalies in the alien ship's energy patterns. "Tony, I think I've found something," he called over comms. "They're shields. They're all linked to one main energy node on the lead ship. Hit that, and the rest might falter." Iron Man hovered nearby, his armor flickering as he analyzed the data. "Finally, some leverage," he muttered, tapping the interface. "Good work, kid. That node is heavily shielded, though. We'll need precision and a plan that uses all our strengths." Hulk leaned against a crumbled wall, his muscles tense. Hulk helped smash node. Peter swung down to join him. "Easy there, green guy. This isn't just about smashing. We need brains, too." Tony's eyes glinted behind his helmet. "Brains and brawn. I like it." He activated a series of holographic projections, mapping the alien fleet. "Here's the play. Spider-Man and I disable the node's defenses. Hulk, you create a distraction and hold their ground troops. Timing is critical. One misstep and Zarvok will wipe us out." The plan was risky, but the heroes thrived on risk. Spider-Man slung webs, forming aerial scaffolds to reach the alien lead ship. He moved with lightning speed, dodging incoming energy blasts as Iron Man followed closely, precision targeting the node with a customized pulse cannon. Below, Hulk roared, smashing through alien infantry and drawing attention away from the lead ship. His fists shattered armor, his stomps cracked the streets, and every motion sent tremors that disrupted the aliens' coordination. Each swing, each smash, was a testament to the raw, unyielding power of humanity when fused with determination. Zarvok, observing the attack from his throne-like cockpit, scowled. "They learn quickly. Adaptation is remarkable, but futile." He unleashed a wave of drones to intercept the heroes, energy pulses cutting through the city. Spider-Man swung into action, weaving a web net that ensnared multiple drones at once. He ricocheted from building to building, luring the drones into Iron Man's line of fire. "Here comes science, armor style," Tony shouted, firing his pulse cannon with pinpoint accuracy. Hulk crashed into a hovering warship, ripping off panels and exposing internal circuits. Sparks flew as the alien ship tumbled to the ground. Citizens watching from below dared to hope, seeing the unstoppable force of Hulk combined with the clever tactics of Spider-Man and Iron Man. The lead ship shuddered under the combined assault. Spider-Man, with his webs and acrobatics, maneuvered past energy shields and structural barriers, planting charges and creating openings for Tony. Iron Man's pulse cannon targeted the node relentlessly, weakening its core energy. Each strike required perfect coordination. The slightest mistake would have catastrophic consequences. As the node's defenses faltered, Zarvok realized his advantage slipping. His face twisted in fury. These mortals, they are not to be underestimated. He activated the ship's internal weapon systems, but it was too late. The node, exposed and vulnerable, began to overload. Energy surged uncontrollably, the ship trembling under its own power. Hulk delivered the final blow, smashing through the ship's hull and sending the alien commander tumbling. Sparks and energy arcs filled the air as the node exploded in a brilliant flash of light, disabling the fleet's coordination. Zarvok's remaining ships faltered, scattered, and were forced into retreat. Spider-Man landed on the rooftop, panting but grinning beneath his mask. "We did it, for now." Tony floated down beside him, his armor scorched but intact. "Not bad for a day's work. But Zarvok will be back. This is just the beginning." Hulk flexed, looking over the battered city. Hulk proud. Humans strong. Indeed, the battle had proven something critical. While alien technology was formidable, it was no match for human ingenuity, courage, and teamwork. Every strategy, every improvisation, every daring move had leveraged the hero's strengths and, by extension, humanity's potential. As the dust settled, the trio surveyed the city. Fires burned, but hope remained. Citizens emerged from shelters, witnessing firsthand the unyielding determination of Earth's defenders. The lesson was clear. The human spirit, when united with intelligence and resilience, could stand against even the most advanced galactic threats. In the shadows, Zarvok plotted, furious at being outmaneuvered by what he had deemed a primitive species. Earth had survived this encounter, but the war was far from over. The human advantage had been proven, but the final victory remained uncertain. Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Hulk stood together, battered but unbroken. Humanity had a fighting chance, and they were ready to ensure it survived. The battle was won, but the war was only just beginning. Triumph and legacy. The air over Manhattan crackled with residual energy from the battle. Zarvok's lead ship, crippled and smoking, hovered precariously before finally collapsing in a blaze of light. The remaining alien fleet, scattered and leaderless, retreated into the void of space, leaving Earth battered but free. Spider-Man perched on a rooftop, surveying the city below. "We did it," he whispered, though the devastation around him tempered any sense of victory. Buildings were damaged, streets torn apart, yet humanity had survived, and that mattered most. Iron Man hovered above, scanning the skies for lingering threats. "This was close," he admitted. "But we've sent a clear message. Earth doesn't back down. Not ever." Hulk stood amid the rubble, his chest heaving with exertion. Hulk proud. Humans strong. The three heroes shared a quiet moment, their bond forged through battle. They had combined brains, brawn, and bravery to overcome a foe who had underestimated them. It was not just raw strength that had won the day. It was ingenuity, teamwork, and the indomitable human spirit. Across the city, civilians emerged from shelters, cheering. Their hope, sparked by the heroes' determination, was a reminder that humanity's true strength lay not only in its defenders but in the courage of every person willing to endure, survive, and fight. As the sun rose, casting golden light across the ruined skyline, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Hulk looked toward the horizon. Zarvok's shadow had been cast aside, but the universe remained vast and full of unknown dangers. Earth's defenders would be ready. Humanity had proven it could stand against the stars, and it would continue to rise, united, fearless, and resilient. The war had been won, the legacy secured, and the story of Earth's mightiest defenders would echo across the galaxy.